A penny stock to keep a close eye on this July is one that's currently flying under the radar, but carries the kind of potential that could turn a small investment into a life-changing fortune. Today we are diving into a penny stock that has the potential to make you rich in the upcoming months. This is not a random stock plucked from the bottom of the market. This is a stock backed by solid fundamentals, cutting-edge innovation, and the kind of strategic direction that has caught the eye of Wall Street and biotech insiders alike. It's got a healthy balance sheet, real revenue, a unique therapeutic approach, and a pipeline that could shake up the pharmaceutical industry if even one clinical asset meets expectations. So if you are serious about making money in the stock market, make sure to watch till the end and remember to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss an update on the hottest stocks in the market. The stock we're talking about today is none other than C4 Therapeutics Incorporated, trading under the ticker CCCC. This clinical stage biopharmaceutical company is pioneering a radical and highly promising approach to treating disease by degrading, rather than just inhibiting, disease-causing proteins. While most drug companies focus on trying to block the activity of problematic proteins, C4 Therapeutics takes it a step further, permanently removing them from the system using a sophisticated technique rooted in the body's natural protein disposal pathways. Their proprietary torpedo platform, short for Target-Oriented Protein Degrader or Optimizer, is a first-in-class system that designs small molecules to hijack the ubiquitin proteasome system and tag disease-causing proteins for destruction. This makes previously undruggable targets treatable and represents one of the most exciting frontiers in modern medicine. What makes C4 Therapeutics stand out isn't just its bold science, it's the fact that this isn't theoretical. The company has already attracted serious interest from major pharmaceutical players and is actively advancing a pipeline of therapeutic candidates with a heavy focus on oncology. One of its lead programs, CFT7455, is currently being developed for relapsed or refractory multiple myeloma and certain non-Hodgkin lymphomas. It's a degrader of IKZF13 proteins implicated in the proliferation of cancer cells. Early clinical data suggests promising pharmacodynamic activity, and the drug is now progressing through phase 1 trials with updated data expected later this year. Another key candidate is CFT8634, which is being developed for synovial sarcoma and SMARCB1, null tumors, extremely difficult cancers with high unmet medical need. This molecule targets the BRD9 protein, another validated oncogenic driver. Additionally, there's CFT1946, an orally bioavailable mutant-selective degrader that specifically targets the BRAF V600E mutation commonly found in melanoma, colorectal cancer, and certain thyroid cancers. This candidate has just begun early-stage human trials and represents a high-value asset if it shows efficacy in targeting BRAF-driven tumors more effectively than current therapies. On the partnership front, C4 Therapeutics has struck lucrative collaborations with industry giants like Roche and Biogen. These deals aren't just about upfront capital, they validate the torpedo platform and bring with them shared expertise, clinical development resources, and global commercial reach. The Roche partnership focuses on developing degrader-based treatments for neurodegenerative diseases and other complex disorders, while the Biogen alliance extends into the central nervous system space. These deals have brought in significant non-dilutive capital, helping to fund C4's internal pipeline and reduce reliance on debt or equity raises. Financially, C4 Therapeutics operates in a space where upfront profitability isn't expected, but the strength of its balance sheet matters, and this is where C4 shines compared to many of its biotech peers. In its most recent quarterly earnings report for the period ending March 31st, 2025, the company posted a net loss of $26.3 million. That's a slight improvement from the $28.4 million loss in the same quarter the previous year, suggesting some tightening of expenses or improved operational efficiency. Importantly, this loss is not due to mismanagement or bloated costs. It's because the company is investing heavily into R&D, clinical trials, and platform development. In fact, nearly 70% of its quarterly expenditure goes directly into R&D, a sign of a company focused on long-term value creation rather than short-term accounting tricks. The company currently has no long-term debt on its balance sheet, which is almost unheard of in early-stage biotech. It also holds short-term assets totaling around $232.5 million, well above both its short and long-term liabilities. This gives C4 Therapeutics a cash runway of nearly 2 years at current burn rates, which is a solid position in the volatile biotech sector. It means the company can continue to fund its pipeline without immediately resorting to dilutive capital raises, though it has recently increased its number of authorized shares, suggesting it's keeping its options open for future funding opportunities, particularly if trials proceed ahead of schedule or additional assets are added to the development roster. The current stock price of C4 Therapeutics sits at $2.23, giving it a market capitalization of approximately $121.42 million. This places it firmly in the micro-cap territory, which often means limited institutional coverage and lower liquidity, but also means significant upside if the company executes its vision. The price is down from previous highs, driven in part by broader biotech market pressure and its recent removal from multiple Russell indices. These index deletions have created artificial selling pressure, as passive index funds are forced to unload the stock regardless of fundamentals. However, this can also create a massive buying opportunity for retail investors who are paying attention. It's essentially a temporary dislocation, one not based on anything related to the company's business or science. In fact, if anything, the underlying story has only strengthened over the last 12 months. Analysts remain extremely bullish on the company's prospects. Based on ratings from 7 Wall Street analysts, the average 12-month price target for C4 Therapeutics is $13.93, representing a staggering potential upside of more than 600% from its current levels. These targets range from a low of $3 still above the current price to a high of $50, reflecting the kind of potential investors see if the company delivers on just one of its lead assets. If any of C4's clinical candidates advance to late-stage trials with positive results, or if a major pharma partner steps in with a licensing or acquisition offer, the stock could experience a rapid and sustained breakout. Even a moderate Phase 2 win could send the stock surging far beyond analyst expectations, given the tiny market cap and current low share price. C4 Therapeutics is not without risk. No early-stage biotech is. The road from preclinical proof of concept to FDA approval is long, costly, and full of regulatory hurdles. There's always the possibility of trial setbacks, safety concerns, or changes in competitive landscape. Well, that concludes our look into one of the most promising penny stocks you can add to your watch list this July. C4 Therapeutics isn't just another low-priced biotech. It's a bold, scientifically driven company with a pipeline full of potential, institutional backing from major players, and a stock price that gives investors a rare opportunity to get in before the rest of the market wakes up. If you found value in this deep dive, make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and share this video with others looking for high-growth opportunities in the market. We'll continue to bring you the latest updates on stocks like C4 Therapeutics, along with fresh analysis on the next wave of breakout candidates. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.